Good morning, everyone. Hope everybody is fine and enjoying your beautiful morning. Since from Sunday's class, I am conducting special lecture on with reference to the preparation of net exam. So these sections are very important, especially for those candidates who are preparing for the net exam. So please do join this section and enrich your knowledge. Since from Sunday we are studying the different thinkers, Indian and Western. In that we have already studied about Gandhiji, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Thomas Hobbes. Today we are going to study our fourth thinker, that is John Locke. He is famous concept on human nature, social contract, and right to property. So, in the previous class, we have already learned that during the period of Thomas Hobbes, the human were very arrogant and selfish. They think that everything is meant for their own benefit and they totally ignore the welfare of the others. So the state of nature turns into the state of war. In order to get protection from that kind of situation, they agreed to set up an authority. But in case of John Locke, it was totally different. During the period of John Locke, human beings are very friendly, living in peace and harmony with the mutual cooperation with each other. But in the absence of law, they obey the law, but in absence of authority, it has become very difficult to punish the offenders in order to defect the wrongdoing of the man. The state of nature turns into the political society by the contract. So here what happens, the humans were very friendly, they are soft by nature, they are ready to cooperate with each other. They started living in a peace and harmony and they were obeying the law. But in the absence of authority, when somebody commits a crime, it has become difficult to punish the offenders and to detect the wrongdoings. In order to protect that kind of situation, the man entered into the social contract and the society turned into the political society, so that there should be a proper authority which can aims at the welfare of the people and ignore and punish the offenders, so that upcoming generation should learn lesson from this and they should not create any mistake again. So second point now, what is the Locke idea on social contract? Locke believes that society and state both are created in the different step. First step, the government was set up by an agreement and that government created the state, and people have all right to deform the government if it will not work according to the will of the people, and they can form a fresh government in form of that. So in the previous class we have already learnt, during the period of Thomas Hobbes, people have no right to question the head of the state. but in the as they give up their natural rights to the head of the state, they have no questioning authority or go against or revolt against the uh, social contract. But in this condition it was totally different. According to Locke, the government and state both are different products. They are not interdependent. First the government was created, and later on second step the state was created. And to look at the main function of the government is to look after the welfare of the people, and they should always think the policies which are benefited to the people. And the people have all right to revolt against the government if the government is not work according to the will of the people. People can dethrone that government and form a new fresh government in place of that, which is we can see in the present scenario also. Here people themselves are the kingmakers, and this type of government is called as democracy. That means rule of people. Now next point, just a minute, I will change this line. Okay. According to John Locke, social contract is nothing but a agreement through which people form a constitutional government, and they surrender only some parts of rights because freedom is very necessary. So, in the Thomas Hobbes period, we can see that in order to get protection from the danger, people entered into social contract and form a government and surrender their national rights to the people, where people lose their right to question authority, and king will act according to his will. But in case of John Locke, it is not like that. People enter into social contract and form a constitutional government where people only surrender some parts of right because freedom is necessary. They will not give all the rights to the government. They only give some parts of rights to the government, and rest they will keep for themselves because freedom is very necessary for individual development. So next concept now, John Locke was the first to introduce the right to property concept. According to Locke, right to property is the natural right and property is the fruit of labor. Every man owns his property and uses his labor to create a property. So, according to John Locke, this right to property is the natural right, and each and every person has this right who has taken birth on the earth, and they have to use their labor and mix it with the natural property and create his own property. But John imposed three restrictions on right to property, that is, one should use it before it spoils. Means we have to use the property before it spoils, we can't store it for the longer period. Second one should ensure that good enough is left for the others. Since we are living in a welfare state, we can't be a selfish. Before getting into a property, we should see that good enough is left for others. Property can be stored in the form of gold, silver, money, but money does not decay. The store of money slowly rises. The gave rise to the concept of capitalist, which created two divisions in the society: have and have nots. Have means rich, have not means poor, and which created inequality among the people, and it will definitely hinders the development, because the person who is having higher income will definitely lead a good life, but a person who is having average income will lead a medium life or a poor life. Since India is illiterate and people were not educated properly, majority of people will live in the poverty. So, in order to remove the gap between rich and poor, the constitutional government was framed, and it was came into force on 26 January 1950. According to Article 14, all are equal before law, and according to Article 16, everybody has a right to equality. We should not do any discrimination based on caste, creed, religion, birthplace, etc. We should give everybody a equal opportunity to develop themselves, and we should never discriminate among the people by saying rich or poor, or by saying higher or lower class. So this is all about John Locke concept on human nature, social contract, right to property. I hope you have liked this section. Please do join this section. I am conducting for your betterment. Make your own notes after the end of this section. Study well, prepare well for your examination. Make a timetable, study according to it, and you will definitely score up good marks. Just don't view the video. Please like it, subscribe it, and share it with your friends and family. So we'll end this section here. If you have any doubts, questions related to this topic or any other topic which is concerned to the political science, please do comment me below. I will answer them in my upcoming section. Till then, stay safe, take care of your family, and read well for your better future. Bye. Take care.